Saif Abawi writhes in pain. The 13-year-old hit by a Houthi missile in the Yemeni city of Marib. I can't breathe, he cries. Still recovering a week later, he tells me what happened. We were playing football. The missile hit. My leg was injured. I couldn't breathe. One of my friends was dead, and the other looked like he was about to die. In another ward, the hospital's deputy director shows me Saif's friend.
And what's his condition?
Multiple.
Yeah.
Under sedation, he is clinging to life.
He's in a bad way. How is it for you as a doctor to see so many injured children come in from all these rockets after all this time?
An ophthalmologist by training, he says he has no words to describe the suffering, no choice but keep trying to help and hope that the fighting will end. The Houthis are trying to come towards Marib both ways. They're trying to push this way towards Marib. But as Yemen's defense minister shows me, Marib's situation is getting worse. Long a target of the Houthis, they've stepped up attacks from 3 directions. He blames President Biden for an escalation that brought the Houthis to within 10 kilometers of the city, and will blame him if the city falls.
The American administration holds a big responsibility for this crime. They removed the Houthis from the terrorism list, but there is no greater terrorist than the Houthis. They should support us, and we expect that they will, because our fight is righteous and because we are fighting for democracy.
Once a fabled desert oasis, Marib is now wartime sanctuary to more than 2 million people, gateway to much of Yemen's gas and oil wealth, and is the internationally recognized government's last major stronghold in northern Yemen. Marib is too important for the government to lose. It's vital leverage in any future peace talks. What happens here now is pivotal to the future of the country. In Marib's many internally displaced people or IDP camps, life is lived in the balance. 9-year-old Dua has been throwing up, can't eat. Her mother worries she'll starve. She tells us Houthi attacks are making Dua very afraid. When we hear the missiles land close by, we're all scared, she says. Around the city, tent camps of recently displaced are growing. The government claims there are more than 2.7 million IDPs, although the UN believes it's less. What they both agree on is that a Houthi offensive could force many to flee again, and it would be harder to help them.
Because they keep moving now. We have a lot of IDPs who've been displaced for the 2nd and 3rd, some of them 4th time. So that definitely there will be a lot of other movements for people, and then adding to the suffering.
A Yemeni military trip to the front line reveals how precarious the city is. Soldiers in the truck tell us that there's fighting around here every day for the past few months. The reason we're driving so fast, well, that's because of the danger. And the guy at the wheel, that's the Army Chief of Staff. On the way, he stops, greets tribal leaders, without whose fighters he can't hold the front line. And another stop, this time with his own troops. Both he and the information minister promising them their morale-sapping pay arrears will be sorted. The front itself, a small dirt berm. Dust rises from Houthi vehicles and shooting starts.
This car is for the enemy. You can see the Houthi. Yeah.
But they push you back. His answer, yes, in some places. The mountains they have. In the open areas, we are doing better. And vows they'll never take Marib.